Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. As you can see here on the bench, we have a few of the many products that Stanley offers. I'm going to go through each one of these in this video, and I'm just going to kind of familiarize you guys with some of these products. Now, Stanley makes a ton of products. You can see that a lot of these are black. That's because I use them over a campfire and they hold up very well. They're very, very durable products. Now in this video, I'm gonna start from the largest, biggest capacity product, and I'm gonna work my way down to the smallest capacity product. This is the Even Heat Camp Pro Cookset. This Cookset has 11 pieces that are nested inside. So let's go ahead and take a look. You can see that it comes with this little bungee that holds everything together. The next thing that you see is a vented lid, and on the inside of the lid there's a diagram of how everything nests together. This lid is fantastic. I've actually used this lid in the past as a small fry pan. So it's fantastic. Very good lid there. The next thing that you see is a cutting board that folds. And this is a large cutting board. Very thick, very durable, and it works fantastic for cutting your things. Now if we flip this thing upside down, we'll empty out all the contents. And before we get to the contents, let's talk about this pot for a second. This pot is 4.75 quarts. If you want to look at that in liters, that's 4.5 liters of capacity that this pot holds. Now, it definitely fits this lid very well. So in the event that you're cooking something, maybe you want to strain, maybe you're making spaghetti or something and you want to get that water out, you can very easily extract the water with this vented lid. Now on the side of the pot, you can see graduation markers right here. There is 1 liter, and the ring around this pot is around 2 liters. And then right up here, it's got a 3 liter graduation marker. And if you look inside the pot, on this far side over here, you can see those graduations. The cool thing about this pot is it has this thick base on the bottom. Okay, what this does is this makes the whole bottom of the pot have very even heat distribution. So maybe if you're cooking over a campfire and you got a small flame like right here, it's gonna heat evenly throughout the whole bottom of this pot. So it works very good. I've actually used this pot before as a Dutch oven out in the field, and it works very well. So very, very high quality product this pot is. It's a little bit heavy. Not heavy as in cumbersome, but if you're going to be car camping or something, it's no problem. But it's definitely not going to be something that you want to take backpacking by any means. Now right here, the next thing you see are these 2 plates. These do not come with the kit. These are the MSR Alpine plates. They happen to fit right underneath the bottom of the saucepan, and I put them in this kit. But let me set them aside, because I only want to talk about what's included with this kit. So the next thing that we'll talk about is this fry pan. This is an 8.5 inch skillet. And the bottom of this skillet also has that thick bottom base. So the same things apply for this skillet. You slide this little collar thing down and it locks that handle in place so you don't have this thing folding up on you while you're cooking. But it works very good. I like the thick base on this skillet, this fry pan. It works really well. Cook bacon, eggs, I mean, you name it. Things, grilled cheese, whatever you want to cook in a skillet, you can definitely do it with this, and it has plenty of capacity, being 8.5 inches. So very nice skillet there that you get with this kit. The next thing that you see is the saucepan. This is 1.9 quarts or 1.79 liters, and as you can see, it also has a corresponding vented lid that fits this sauce pot. Okay, so you can put this handle out just like that, and as you notice, they changed the top here and they put a stainless steel ring here, so you're not dealing with these little plastic tabs like what we had in the past. They fixed that and gave us these nice stainless steel rings so that you can have this thing over the fire and pick this lid off, no problem at all. Now if you're curious about the frying pan and you want to put a lid, this larger lid does fit the fry pan. Okay, this little recess in here, that fits the fry pan perfectly. So you can use this lid on the fry pan. I forgot to mention that. So I store a few things inside. I got a couple clothespins. Those don't come with it, obviously. A rag don't come with it. The little sporks and stuff, they don't come with it. Clothespins. So we're back to the kit now. You do get a spatula and a spoon. These are slide release buckles. So they're very effective. You just put that in there like that, and then they snap together, and you have a nice spoon that fits in the pot very well. And then again, you have the same option here with the spatula. So the spatula and the spoon are included in this kit. Very nice. Inside you have 2 trivets, and these are nice. These are for when you're going to set this down. Maybe you're living in an RV or something and you want to set something straight off the stove. It's been on the fire or the stove and you want to set it down and not mess up your countertops. These trivets are fantastic for that. They're very thin and very flexible. They're lightweight, but they are effective. They work really good. Another thing that I use them for is pot handles. So if I'm going to be carrying this thing around, I got a big old thing of maybe beef chili or something in here, and I'm pulling it off the fire, these trivets are fantastic for that use. So that's really about it with this kit. This saucepan does have the thick bottom, so it's even heating as well. And again, it comes in at 1.9 quarts or 1.79 liters. So this is a fantastic kit. Again, the price point is approximately $140. Everything in this kit is 18 gauge stainless steel. The next one that you see is probably my favorite of all of these. This is the Base Camp Cookset. It also has a bungee cord type enclosure. So just like the even heating one, you can see that I put a little can opener there. It also has a stainless steel vented lid. Okay, and just like the other one, on the inside of the lid, you can double this as a fry pan if you have to in a pinch. It does have the information of showing how everything nests together on the inside of the lid. So I really like that. Flipping this over, you can get the internal contents out, but let's talk about the pot on this one. This is 3.69 quarts or 3.5 liters, this pot. So right here you have a 1 liter mark, you have a 2 liter mark at this ridge, and then a 3 liter mark, graduation markers. You can also see them very well from the inside of the pot. So it's graduated. It does not have the even heating bottom, so it's just a single layer of stainless steel. But I'm telling you, this thing is thick, it's heavy duty. I put it over the fire many times, probably more than any of this cookware, and it's fantastic. This fry pan is smaller than the fry pan that we saw on the even heating Camp Pro Cookset. That fry pan over there was 8.5 inches. This fry pan does have even heating, but it's only 7 inches. So it's a much smaller fry pan, but it works very well. I've cooked everything from eggs, sausage, bacon, everything. It's just a smaller capacity fry pan, got a good heft to it. It does have the even heating, so it's got that nice thick bottom on it. It's a fantastic fry pan, works good. The lid also will have a place where it will fit on the fry pan. So you see this little area around here. It just fits very nice on this fry pan, just like so. You can see it just meshes right there, just perfect. And it does a very good job. It's extremely effective. Next thing that we're going to see is a spatula that is a little slide release buckle, a little different than the other ones. So they just snap together like that, and a spoon, just like that. So you have a spoon and a spatula that can be used with the pot or the fry pan. You get 4 of these bowls. These are 22-ounce bowls. So on the bottom of the bowls you have a diagram that tells you the capacity of the bowl, and it also shows you how everything nests together. So very nice. These bowls are fantastic, and like I said, you get 4 of them with this kit. You also receive 4 plates. These are 6-inch plates, and they're very nice. I wish they were a little larger. I wish they'd have a little more capacity, because a 6-inch plate's pretty small, but for a kit that's designed to feed 4 people, if you give everybody a bowl and a plate, you have more room to store your food. So I wish the plates were a little larger, but they're not, unfortunately. Now the next part of the kit is very interesting. That's this piece right here. You see these slots in it. This is a dish rack for drying your pots after you clean them. So each one of those slots, you can put a bowl or a plate in each one of those slots after you wash them. So you go down, you wash the stuff in the river, you come back and you just put these right here in this dish rack, and everything is perfect. It's going to work very well for you. It's very effective, and I thought that it was just a genius idea to have that little dish rack, and it holds them very well. You can also use this as a plate. If you put like a paper towel or something over it, you can put, like, maybe you're going to bring something out like fried chicken and you don't want to set it on the ground, you can set it in here if you need to. But I thought that was very cool. And just like before, you do get 1 trivet with this kit. So very nice. We talked about everything that the trivet is good for, so I'm not going to go into that. You do not get this with this kit, but you do get 4 sporks, and these sporks are good. I melted one of them, but they work. They're flexible. You can bend them, and they're not the kind of material that you think would break. They're very flexible, very easy, very forgiving, and they come with the kit. The last thing that you have here is a round cutting board. Now this is about the size I wish the plates would have been. This cutting board is good. You know, you're going to cut potatoes or make some garlic or whatever you got to do, cut a piece of meat, whatever. So this cutting board works very good. I've actually used this as a plate before too, as long as you don't have a liquid that's going to fall over the side. But like to set a piece of fried chicken on it, or just something to set somewhere, that maybe a biscuit or something, just to keep it off the dirt, this is a good option. So this is the Base Camp Cookset. Again, the price point on this one is about 80 bucks, and it's all stainless steel, BPA free. All this stuff is stainless steel, BPA free. This is 18 gauge stainless steel. It's a fantastic set, and probably, like I said, my favorite one out of all of these. The next kit on the lineup is the 2-pot prep and cook set. This one I use a lot as well. So you start off with a vented lid, and it has the old plastic parts. You can see that my plastic has been melted a little bit because I use this over fire a lot. There is a solution. You can take a key ring and put a key ring on there. But this is very nice for venting, you know, like if you're cooking spaghetti or something and you want to let the liquid out, or draining ground beef or whatever. This is a nice stainless steel lid. The price point on this kit is about $45. The next thing that you see is a triple fold cutting board. So this is very nice. I've actually used this as a wind screen before. I had the pot and I had my little stove and the wind was coming in. I've actually used this as a wind screen, and it's very effective for that. Now the pot here, you got 2 pots with this kit. You have the larger pot here, which is 2.43 quarts. That's 2.29 liters. And you can see graduation markers for 16 ounces, 34 ounces, 50 ounces, and 67 ounces. So not only are they in ounces, but they're also in liters. So this is half a liter, this is 1 liter, 1.5 liter, and 2 liters. So this pot does not have a heavy bottom or nothing. It's just a regular stainless steel pot. From the inside, you can see the graduation markers. This is a good pot. You can slide this down. It will not allow these to squeeze together, so that locks your handle fairly good in position if you need to drain something. Maybe you got to drain, you know, your ground beef water or something like that. You can hold that very easily, and you don't have to worry about this thing collapsing or anything like that. This is a very good pot. The next one is basically the prep and cook set. So everything that you get in the prep and cook set comes inside this 2-pot prep and cook set. So we'll start here with the vented lid here, and as you can see, the plastic burned off. So I take a small key ring and I just put it right on there, just like that, and then I stand it up, and then I put this on there, and then I can use a stick or my fingers. It doesn't really get that hot, but this is just like before. It's another vented lid, so we can do the same thing. We can pour the contents out, and it works very good. So you got the lid. Now let's talk about the pot itself. This pot is a little smaller in capacity. It's 1.5 quart, so it's actually 1.58 quarts. And if you want to convert that into the liters, this is 1.49 liters. So very nice. And just like before, we do have graduation markers. So we got 373 milliliters or 16 ounces. Then we got 710 milliliters or 24 ounces. Then we've got 947 milliliters or 32 ounces. And then 1200 milliliters or 40 ounces. So this is a fantastic pot. I use it all the time. Works very, very good. Very effective set. This kit is very good. The next thing that you see is 2 of these. Now these can double as plates if you put them this way. They do have a little ridge and they're very small. You can use them as a plate. You can flip them over and use them as cutting boards, or you can use them with your bowls to put as lids on your bowls. Now you'll notice there's a hole here. That's because if you want to have like your spoon hanging out or something like that, you can do that. And these bowls are fantastic. You get 2 of these bowls, and these bowls are 20 ounces, and they're very, very heavy duty bowls. These things are fantastic. You get 2 of those and 2 of these lids slash plates slash cutting boards. So very nice. You get that there with this kit. The next thing that you get is a spatula and a ladle. Now there's little slide release buckles here that holds everything together. The rag, of course, does not come with the kit. So you can just snap that slide release buckle just like that. And now you have a ladle that has little hooks on it almost. It's got a pour spout. And it's very nice because if you're going to pour like maybe spaghetti water or something and you want to get some juice through, you can actually, that's what those are for. It works very good. It's very effective. If you want a longer handle, you can put a second slide release buckle on there and get a longer handle. Or you can use it like a spatula. The same thing applies if you want a longer handle on your spatula. Just put those slide release buckles together, and now you have a longer spatula for this kit. So these are fantastic. They work very well. Again, this is the 2-pot prep and cook set, about $45. It's one of my go-to kits. I really like it. This next kit is the prep and cook kit. This one is around $30. You can find it sometimes for about $25. This is the exact kit that fits inside the 2-pot prep and cook set. So this is the exact stuff that fits inside there. So I'll go ahead and open this up again. You got a nice vented lid. I'm going to go pretty quick through this. You got the pot. This is 1.58 quarts or 1.49 liters. Stainless steel. You got your graduation markers. Very nice. You have your 2 plates, cutting boards or lids. You've got your 2 bowls that are 20-ounce bowls. Very nice. And then you've got your ladle and your spatula with your slide release buckles. So I'm not going to open that. We just talked about that a second ago. So this is the Prep and Cook set. Fantastic. Again, this is 18 gauge stainless steel. Very, very good. I've used this over campfires. I can't tell you how many times. It's been fantastic. These bowls, you can take them down to the river, put a little sand in there to get some grit, and rub them out and just dip them and then put them upside down at an angle against something, and they dry very well. These bowls are fantastic. They have the perfect size for capacity. They hold 20 ounces, so they're fantastic. One thing that I didn't show just a second ago was maybe you had like a spoon or something, and I'll just get one of these out just for the example. You could have your spoon. It's not going to be a big old honking spoon like that, but that's what those cutouts are for, is so that you can have your spoon or whatever sticking outside of the container. So that's what those holes are for. But that is the Prep and Cook set. Now this next one is the newest addition to my line here that I picked up. This is the Cookset for 2. This is brand new for 2021. The current price point is around $25 on this kit. Now you can see that they've made big changes on the lid. So it's a nice vented lid. They put a stainless steel ring there and a rubber thing here so that when you pick this up off of the fire, you're not going to get your fingers burnt. So very nice vented lid. The next thing that you see are 2 small sporks. They're flexible a little bit, and they're solid. They're pretty thick, very nice. They're small, but they're just enough for what you need for 2 people. Now inside you can see the pot itself. This is 1.1 quarts or 1 liter. So this holds a little bit over 35 ounces. And as you can see, there's graduation markers on the side, and it gives it to you in cups. 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups, 4 cups. And then you get milliliters, 3,000 milliliters, 500 milliliters, that's half a liter, 750 milliliters, or 1 liter, or 1,000 milliliters. So the nice stamped in graduation markers are very nice. The bottom of the pot I like because it's very wide. So if you got a stove, you're going to get very good heat disbursement into the bottom of this pot. I think it's fantastic. It's a very nice lightweight kit for 2. Does come with 2 bowls. I don't know if I would call these bowls. They're pretty small. I would probably call this a cross between a cup and a bowl, because they hold 12 ounces. If you want to convert that into milliliters, that's 354 milliliters. So you get 2 of those. Very nice, but they're solid. They're very good construction. And then, of course, as you can see, I have a small 4-ounce fuel canister that fits inside here, and everything nests very well. This is a very simple kit for 2. Perfect for like if you're going to do an overnighter or a light backpacking trip. You're not going too far, and you're not really having to worry about weight too much. Stainless steel is going to be durable, and this is a fantastic kit. I can't wait to take it out and get it over a fire. This next kit I don't think is available anymore. This is called the Cook and Store set. So what you have here is you have, just like before, you've got a nice vented lid. So you got this nice vented lid. It has the old style plastic, but it still works. And again, you can do the keyring thing if you get into problems. You can drain your stuff. It's a very high quality lid. You have a few things that fit inside the pot. You've got 3 small containers. These hold spices. I've got pepper in one, I've got salt in one, I've got taco seasoning in one. So these are 1.5 ounce containers, or 44 milliliter containers. Perfect for housing spices and things like that. Rubs, maybe you got a rub that you like to put on your meat or something like that. Then you have this larger 13 ounce container. That's 384 milliliters. I keep flour in there because I like to make bannock. out there. So this is perfect. This could double as a bowl if you needed it to, but these containers are fantastic, and they all nest right inside that pot, just like that. I wish that they would continue to sell this. This pot is 1 quart or 32 ounces, and like I mentioned, it's got graduation markers. So you got 473 milliliters or 16 ounces, which is 2 cups, and then you've got 30 ounces or 887 milliliters. And you can obviously see those graduations a lot easier from the inside. If you want to look at this in as far as liters, this pot is 946 milliliters capacity. That's 0.94 liters. So this is a fantastic kit. I like it quite a bit. I like to put these 3 down. Again, you can carry whatever you want in those, rubs or spices or whatever. And then this can be, like in my case, I just carry flour in there. But this is a fantastic kit. And again, this is called the Cook and Store set. I think I paid around $30 for this set. And it's one of my favorites. But I could easily see this one, the Cookset for 2, being the new favorite, because the bottom is just a little bit wider in circumference. So you're going to get just a little bit more surface area to put over your stove or fire. Now this next one is very interesting looking. This is called the Boil and Brew. So this is a coffee press. This is a French coffee press. But what I like about this one is you have a pot. Oh, it's kind of tight because you have like this rubber thing here. You can see that I put a little bit of oil on there to keep it lubricated. A little bit of vegetable oil. So you have a pot here. This is a 1 quart pot. So this will hold 32 ounces. This is 0.94 of a liter. So that's 946 milliliters. Then you have a coffee press with a very fine screen. So you could put your water in there. And then you have this coffee press. You just stick that bad boy in there and push it down. This also gets rid of, keeps the grounds down there, and it lets you drink straight out of this container. I need to put a little more oil on there. This thing's been sitting for a while. It's just not slick enough. Put a little saliva on it. And there we go. We'll get that bad boy in there. So that's how you would make your coffee. And then you can drink or pour out of this container. All this stuff is built very good. It's all BPA free plastic. The price point of this one is about $25. One thing that I really like about this cup is you can nest a Nalgene bottle in this cup. So if you carry it like this, maybe you put a bandana in there and then you shove this down in the bandana, you have a really nice protected Nalgene bottle. So you have a way to boil your water and then put it in here and carry it around and boil more water. So that's a good thing to think about when it comes to this one. So again, this is the Boil and Brew all-in-one coffee press kit. Does not come with the Nalgene bottle, obviously, but it's a really good one. I've taken it out quite a bit. Now here's another one that is hard to find. This is the Mountain series. I think they called this the Compact Cookset. This was 24 ounce capacity. The current price point, I think that I paid for this was around $25. So you have a pot. It's a tall pot. Then you got a lid, and this lid has a little lever that can fold up. It does have vents in it, so if you have to drain something, you can. So it's a nice lid. There's a silicone ring that goes all the way around, so you get a nice tight fit. And then inside you have a cup. This is a cup that holds 24 ounces. This is a mug, and as you can see, it has a neoprene thing around it, so you can put hot liquids in here and not have to worry about it. The next thing that you see here is a spork that is stainless steel. It's got a little slide lock thing here, like a knife. What do they call that? A frame lock or something like that? I forget what they call that. But it's just a little stainless steel spork, and it fits right inside this mug. Now, I carry some more stuff in there. It does not come with the kit, so I'm going to set it aside. But you can see there's little notches inside this cup. That's where your spork will fit, just like that. And another thing about this one that's very nice is you can put a small 4-ounce fuel canister in here as well, and a backpacking stove. I've done that before. So not only do you have a pot to cook with, but you also have a container to eat out of, or to make coffee with, or whatever teas or whatever you're going to make. Or you could purify your water, pour it in here, let it cool, and then purify more water. So it's very cool. Now the pot, again, that's 0.75 quarts or 0.7 liters, a total of 24 ounces. And this is a fantastic kit. On the inside of the mug here, and I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up very well, but there are graduation markers. Let me grab a flashlight here. So hopefully you can see those graduation markers on the top up here. That might be too bright. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you have a bunch of graduation markers in there. So it's in ounces, 4 ounces, 8 ounces. They're kind of hard to read. 12 ounces, 16 I think, 20, and then 24 it looks like ounces. And then it also has it in milliliters. 100 milliliters, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, all the way to 700 milliliters. Now this cup works very good for putting hot liquids in. You can see these little notches here and these little divots, so they correspond. The notches correspond to the divots, and then when you turn it like a little bit, it'll click into place, and then you don't lose your cup. So it's a fantastic kit, one of my favorites for sure. I like to add one of the cups from the 2-cup Cookset in there with a rag. Again, you can put whatever you want. A fuel canister and a little backpacking stove. This is a very versatile kit. I wish they would continue making it, but I think you can still find it if you look hard enough. But it's a good one. Works very well. We're taking a look at the Stanley Adventure Camp Cookset. Some people call this the 2-cup Cookset. These are fantastic. This is probably one of the most popular Cooksets out there. This one is fantastic. You can pick these up for about 15 bucks. However, currently, as I'm filming this video, these are 13 bucks on Amazon. You have a vented lid right here, just like so. So if you got to drain whatever liquid, oh, you see all that blackness on the inside. That's because I use this to make char cloth for survival classes. So you got the vented lid. You have the pot itself, and the pot is 24 ounces. That's 0.75, so it's 3/4 of a quart, or 0.7 liters. And then you have, I only have 1 cup in here, but it actually comes with 2 cups. So you get 2 of these cups. These cups hold 10 ounces, or 295 milliliters. These cups are absolutely fantastic. You can put hot drinks in there. They don't get hot to the touch very well, and they have a decent capacity of 10 ounces, so they hold quite a bit. And inside the pot, you can see I was making char cloth. That's why everything's dirty. I carried some other stuff. There's a little candle that I make, so that fits right in there. I keep some rags in there, a couple tea bags, my candle, a couple lighters, and this is basically a little survival kit. But the cool thing about this one, like I said, is it comes with 2 of those cups, not just 1. And the lid, everything about this one is fantastic. It's small, doesn't weigh anything. It does have graduation markers on the side. So you got 237 milliliters, or 8 ounces. You got 355 milliliters, or 12 ounces. 475 milliliters, or 16 ounces. And then 391 milliliters, or 20 ounces. And like I said, the capacity of this whole thing, you can get 24 ounces in here. Very nice kit. Another thing I like about it very much is you can pick up a small cup. You can pick these cups up at Walmart for 5 bucks. Take you a little piece of cloth, put it in there, and shove that bad boy down. Now you have a kit that can be used for all kinds of water purification. So what I do generally is I'll take this pot and I'll dump all the contents out. I'll take my bandana, I'll make a little divot here. I'll be next to the water source, and I'll just pour some water right in there. Boom, pour some water. Get this thing nice and full. I'll put the lid on after it's nice and full. Set that bad boy over the fire. Purify that water. Now this one, because I had dirty water in it, I put that on the heat a little bit to heat it up, just to kind of clean it. Make sure that it's clean on the inside and everything like that. And then when the water's done boiling, you can either take the lid off and pour it in, boil more water, and now you have a container to drink out of. So this is a fantastic kit for a single person. Maybe you're going to do like an overnighter and you want something very small that's not going to break your back. It's not too heavy. This is a really good kit for things like that. You could also put a small stove in there, and I believe it'll even fit a 4-ounce fuel canister. I'm not sure. Let's take a look. I think it'll fit that 4-ounce fuel canister. So I want to make sure. Don't want to give you guys any bad information. So there it goes, right down in the bottom. It will not fit with the cup, but you can put the 4-ounce down there, maybe a couple lighters. You could put a little backpacking stove. You can get really crafty with what you can put in this little kit, and the lid will still fit nice and flush. So there's a lot of options. This is, like I say, one of the most popular kits I think out there, and the price point is fantastic. Stainless steel, it's very durable. I can't say enough good things about this kit. It's one of my favorites. Now this next one is a little bit of a specialty item. This is known as the Stanley Adventure Cocktail Shaker. Some other people call it the Happy Hour Set. This is a 20-ounce shaker. So you got a 20-ounce capacity right here in this pot here, 20 ounces. There's no graduation markers or anything that I can see, but it works very good. You also get 2 7-ounce double insulated cups. So if you put cold stuff in these cups, it stays cold for a long time. If you put hot stuff in these cups, it'll stay hot for a while. The cool thing about these is if you have a cold or a hot item in these cups, you don't feel that in your hands. They're insulated cups, and they're pretty heavy cups. In fact, one of these cups I think weighs more than the pot itself. So those cups, you get 2 of those, and you get the pot itself. The current price point, I think, of this one is about $35. The next thing that you get here is what they call the jigger cap. This is basically a shot glass. It's got half of a shot measurement, and it's got a full shot. It's not graduation markers or anything like that, but it does have rings that you can look at to get an idea of how much of a shot you want. So half a shot, and then up to the top is one full shot. So very cool. The next thing that you see is this piece that comes out. This is the citrus reamer. So you could put this inside here and you'd set that like this, and you'd run your lemons, your limes, your oranges, whatever, to make your orange juice or lime, lemon, whatever. And this works very good. You also notice that on this part, there's a filter that holds all the seeds and stuff back. So very cool. This is a nice kit. So you just set that down. There's these little notches here, and it fits right into those little notches. There's some little tabs here on the side, and those little tabs correspond to those notches. You just stick them in like that and give it a little bit of a twist, and it locks into place. And then again, if you want a little glass of orange juice or something like that, you can just twist away right into that cup. You don't have to worry about the seeds getting in there. Very nice little set. Very good for making margaritas. In fact, the box, when you buy this, it has a recipe for margaritas. So it's a very cool kit. I like that you can put this in backwards when you're done and give it a little twist, and it locks right there in the lid. So it's very cool. It houses everything. The cups fit right in there. And you can use this to purify water. You can do this over a campfire if you need, in a pinch, to purify water or something like that. So that's why I'm including it in this video. It's a very nice kit. Now this is the fry pan set. This is basically the fry pan that's included with the base camp cook set. but you can get it in a kit by itself. It comes with 9 pieces. The price point is around $35. The first thing that you can see here is a nice lid, which can be doubled as a plate because it does have sides that come up. You can use it as a cutting board or a plate, so that's very nice. The next thing that you see is a very solid cutting board, and these cutting boards are nice. They're thick, they're heavy duty. You can set that down, so you can actually almost have 2 plates. If you're going to cook pancakes or something like that and you want to set them down, you can set them down on these things and have no problems. The next thing that you see is a spatula that has a slide release buckle. Okay, so again, this kit you could use for making your pancakes, scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon, all that good stuff. You got 2 sporks with this set, so very nice. Those are flexible, very good sporks. You have a trivet, and we've talked about the trivets plenty of times on this video. So the trivets are fantastic. You have the same plates. You get 2 plates, 6-inch plates, so you get 2 of those. So you have plenty of places to put your food. Then of course we have the fry pan itself. You can lock this down just like before. This is the 7.25-inch pan. It's 32 ounces. If you want to look at liters, it's about 0.94 liters. It's about 1 quart. But this is it's got that triple thick bottom on it, so you get excellent heat distribution. Again, this is the same fry pan that is included in the base camp cook set. So this is a fantastic kit if you want to purchase it by itself. Well folks, I want to say thank you for joining me today on this video. I hope that this information helped you out. Please be aware that my channel has a Stanley playlist where you can check out a lot of the reviews that I did on these products. So with all that being said, folks, I appreciate you. Please feel free to drop comments down below, like this video, check the description box because I'll try to put links to these reviews. And until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. We'll see you then. Bye for now.